We are live, I think. It's not showing me exactly. Yeah. Hey, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. Sorry if I was late, guys. I had to go to the store in between shows. And what was crazy was, I'll tell you guys, I forgot to tell you this, Sean. Like, I was walking up the store and I found a wallet on the ground. And, like, the wallet was really disheveled. And what's interesting is I think something's going on up there. There's, like, an abandoned warehouse, like, in between my apartment and the corner store, there's like this weird abandoned warehouse. And I think, honestly, there's a dog man or some kind of creature up there. It's really spooky. And, like, I just called the police, like, when I got home from the corner store, and I told them that I found the wallet. And I told them that I think something's going on up there. And I also told them that I think it's something supernatural. But, like, they probably won't believe me because they're not into that stuff. Tonight's going to be an amazing show. I have my good friend Sean Bond with me. I got to meet Sean 2 years in a row at the Full Disclosure Now conference. Tonight we're going to be doing live abundance readings, so you guys can donate now. I'll put links in the description. We already had 2 nice donations already from Colleen and Shelly, so you guys will get readings. And then we're also going to get into some ET artifacts like we usually do, and maybe he's going to show some stuff on the Bugasphere too, which is really amazing. So buckle up. It's going to be awesome. A little bit more about my guest. I wrote tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have returning guest Sean Bond to join for a powerful interactive live physical ET artifacts, updates on the Bugasphere, live manifestation and abundance readings, and audience Q&A. Sean blends spiritual science, multidimensional awareness, and tangible anomaly research into cohesive framework. This show bridges physical evidence with energetic activation. And if you're curious about disclosure and manifestation, this is your episode. And Sean's website is psionicleague.com, and his YouTube is at Silvercord Spiritual Science. And with all that said, I'd like to give him a big warm welcome back to the show, my good friend, Sean Bond. Thanks so much for coming back on, man. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I love being on your shows, and your audience is wonderful, so thanks for having us. And yeah, we got a lot we can go into, big things. Got alien artifacts to show, and all kinds of cool stuff to get into to amplify everyone in the audience's abundance. So just listening to the show is going to amplify everyone's abundance. I got good data on disclosure, and any question you guys want to ask, feel free to ask it. But of course, as the donators will be priority because people tend to really want abundance, so they'll get in line. But feel free to ask questions regardless. We just like to make sure that they know that we're appreciating their donations because Rob, he's doing a lot of work for you guys out there. So I like to support him by helping with get work to you guys and bring donations to him.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yeah, and this is going to be an awesome show, guys. So what's been going on, Sean? Have you been doing more digs and stuff? And usually, for most people in the world, it's the middle of winter, but you're down in Mexico, so it's still really nice down there, right? You're able to do stuff like that still, I guess, at this time of year.
Yes, it's around 70. If it's not cloudy, it goes a little down when it's cloudy, but yeah, it's nice. We just did a dig a bit ago on my birthday, so it was nice, and had some people that would bring out the stuff for disclosure because. When you bring these artifacts to museums, they just steal them and cover them up, and they don't.
Wait, I got to ask you a question. You're originally an East Coast guy, right? So you're probably used to warm, crazy winters, right? Aren't you originally from the East Coast?
Yeah. I'm from Delaware, then Boston, then Connecticut. So going into when it's winter, and I hear it's really snowy out there, and the snow hasn't been melting. Is that true? Where you are?
It's just started melting today, and what's weird is it's actually starting to turn black. And Joyce Hartman, I just want to let you know, Joyce, since you donated last show and you didn't get a reading, I can have Sean do a reading for you because let me know in the chat, Joyce, if you want it, and it's up to you. I just saw you in the chat, and I saw we ran out of time last show. So if you want it, let us know, and I'll put you in line. But so do you like the Mexico winters a lot better? I guess
Yeah, definitely. I'll suggest people come here for vacation for sure. Definitely like it sunnier. So yeah, absolutely. It's enjoyable. How's it the weather where you are?
It's really good. It's like 20 degrees. It's cold. You know what I mean? You can't go outside more than like, a couple. You got to wear gloves, multiple layers. You know what I mean? It's like brutal. It's like, but I mean, I'm used to it. I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I was up in there, in the north as well. Like I wear shorts here. Everyone's wearing even in Mexico, like the people down here wear coats and stuff. I'm just wearing shorts and like barely anything because it's like I'm used to it. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, glad everyone survived the winter, and the winter was coming, and we're gonna go into some big stuff for the show. So yeah, feel free to set me up with whatever you wanted to go into today. I'll show you some artifacts that I had found as well. Let's see here.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get into the ET artifacts and stuff like that, and the Bugasphere. And yeah, I wanted someone that one of my friends to kind of see the Bugasphere. Like I was telling her about it, and I think it's pretty amazing that you were able to be in front of that thing.
Oh yeah, and there's tons of Buga artifacts that are being found for. I guess like depending on the audience you have, I'll just like do a refresher for people. There, so people know what it is. I'll go into like some of the shots and videos of things going on with it. I'll just set that up with a screen share real quick. And
Okay.
one second, just setting up. And these drone sphere monitoring systems by likely other intelligence in inner Earth groups appear to be, showing themselves out more to people. And yeah, here's the concept for people of it like flying in the sky. And yeah, if you want to share screen. And there are many of these type of objects being seen and videotaped. I've saved files of multiple. Some are being found underground and dug up, like metal ones and crystal ones and UFOs and crystal skulls with the Buga design on them.
Look at that, guys! It's
Well,
amazing. That's the Bugasphere. That's insane. What is it? That's amazing. Holy shit!
it levitates. They're trying to. It's now held in Mexico City by Jaime Monson, and they're doing scientific research and testing on it. You can subscribe to my Sonic League channel for like there's live videos on us interviewing the science team. They go deep into their research and like what they're analyzing it with. It's definitely not fake at this point, I would say. Though I'm open to the possibility of it being faked, I am not like rigid in my beliefs. It's just the amount of evidence that they've accumulated, the scientific team, to prove it is way beyond any of the lists that the skeptics will make, which I've heard a bunch. So just so you guys are aware. And yeah, it's been analyzed, all types of things, carbon dated, 12,000 years old. This is a video of the little holes in the border, which are optic cables. It's been X-rayed inside. There's like fake like reports of what's inside. So don't just believe in the alien thing that the people are saying is inside. It more looks like a torus, like a Nikola Tesla tower, which I can go into. And the symbols on it have been analyzed. They're like called pre-Sanskrit right here. And there are multiple artifacts that I have that also have this. It's been found around the planet, these symbols, pre-Atlantean, kind of like Atlantean kind of thing. And they've been translated by pre-Sanskrit translators, two different ones that translated pretty much the same thing that had nothing to do with each other's translation, separated. And I have that. So if you ever want me to read that, I can do that. And the things have been analyzed in like these parts of this chip. It's like an alloy that's never been seen before anywhere else. And yeah, it's like a combination of different elements together. So it emits energy. It reacts to things. It reacts to Sanskrit. It emits a signal and receives a signal. It's receiving command data, and it seems so. It has an intelligent system that it's receiving a signal from, and it also what's the word? It displays intelligence. So it's probably got an AI in it, which is also being analyzed. It does an interesting form of levitation, which is electrostatic levitation, plus like a type of momentum that has to do with the inside of it. Yeah, here's me with the Bugasphere, and we're like so seeing if it reacts to chanting and energetics and telepathy, and it grants visions, and it does operate on a human signal bandwidth. So it is emitting telepathy, and it it's been analyzed by multiple machines and reacts to people. It will grant you visions and dreams. I've had multiple dreams about it, and multiple people that have interacted with it too. And there's a bunch of crystal skulls and stuff that have it. For people that don't know, I don't. And somebody asked how old it is. Carbon dating on some of the adhesive is 12,400 years old, about, which is like a cataclysm time period concept. And even
so I was going to say, what kind of visions are you getting, do you think, from the Bugasphere? What do you think it's trying to tell you, if you had to guess?
A lot. Okay, so how I break it down is my first thing was I had a dream of it coming down from the sky, hovering before me, and then going in, and then talking to me, and then going into my heart. And I have this like energetic, I don't know what you'd call it, like some type of intelligent spirit that's now like residing in me, that is of a different sphere than the Bugasphere, as I found that out with conversations of this Bugasphere. And then later I had a dream about like hundreds of Bugaspheres coming out of ships and descending to the planet. They weren't doing anything malicious, so it was a little, I didn't feel like bad from it in the dream. So I just like, I don't know if that's like just something to look out for though. And again, there's all these chips that are being found on these objects found in Mexico and other South America places, which have been found before the Bugasphere came out. And we are digging up things that have it on it that scientists have analyzed if you wanted to fake it based on everything overgrown on top of it and the type of soil and the patina, that it would have to be over years before the Bugasphere came out, which is good evidence of this whole concept of the chip, which appears to be some type of advanced technology that mimics human or organic body tech to be an antenna to receive greater consciousness from the consciousness field and act like it brings in a spirit to incarnate into an object or receive greater intelligence. We barely even touch upon what this technology is with our concepts. Now, so I imagine there are going to be way more of these spheres seen, and there can be initiations with that. And again, with these artifacts, it's showing that these spheres interacted with people and were brought down by ships or something. So I'd say it's an interactive like monitoring system between the inner Earth groups with the local population. When I was asking it questions on like what it was doing with its missions, it was asking for help with some missions, which was gaining data on some of the inner Earth races of what they were looking and scouting for. There was also a thing where it's monitoring the human race and our level of consciousness and getting aggregate data from multiple drones around the planet doing that. Now, there are multiple species that have these, as they've been depicted next to the Bugasphere. So I don't, or different ship designs, at least like these kind of things. Long skulls, cephalopods, avians, all kinds of things. Like a lot of the Egyptian mythos, Sumerian mythos, the different types of beings all together. So I think many races have a type of drone technology like this. And again, there will be many different types. Like I think I put it over here. Yeah, there's like a drone up there that's like a jellyfish, and I got other footage of all these other type of little drones, and yeah, again, more objects, spheres coming out, and depictions of the sphere and cubes, all these different kind of chips on them of different types. Oh, sorry. Okay, and yeah, like these UFOs bringing down these orbs of different types. So there's that. Let me see, and I can like show people a little bit on some things we're coming out with as yeah, there we go. So here's some concepts if you wanted to do screen share.
Sure. Let me one second. Okay, here we go. It's been slow today. It was slow during the other show, but it's adding now. And I just want, while we're waiting for this, I wanted to give a shout out to the act. I guess James Vanderbeek died, the actor from Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues. You know, I'm not really into mainstream actors and stuff like that, but I mean, I do remember him from high school. I do remember that movie. So it is sad that people died. I guess he died 48 years old of colon cancer. That's scary, you know. I'm 46. Yeah. They were talking about it in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad to hear. I'm sorry. Yeah, like prayers, you know. Yeah, so here's like some of the artifacts being dug up and concepts for that. Yeah, like Egyptian, and again, this is in like Mexico. So like there's Coptic like urns and stuff with.
Dude,
like,
that is so cool. That is so cool, Sean.
Yeah, it's proving there's old civilizations that you could say Atlantis or whatever that you know it branched off and went and seeded multiple other civilizations like Mayan, the Toltec, Aztec, and all that kind of stuff, and like Egyptian things in Tartaria, things with Celtic, you know, all kinds of stuff, and in Sumerian. So there's that. Yeah, we're like digging up all kinds of weird things out of the ground, and yeah, there's also this like there. You can look up the Sumerian astrolabe, and it's pretty much the same thing, but a little bit different translation and design. And this is in Mexico, but there is cuneiform being found in Mexico, so it's crazy, and it glows UV light. Here's the other side of it. It's crazy.
You know what I think that is, Sean? I'd love to get your. I think I might have talked to you about this before, but I have a feeling that like this Earth was once Pangea, like it was once all one big continent, and then like something happened, maybe a cataclysm, and the continents separated. And I think America was like once civilized, like way before like Christopher Columbus. And I think I think there was all kinds of people here. You know what I mean? What do you feel? Do you think that's something like a line like that?
All the like with Pangea, the continents line up, so it looks like they're connected in some way, and you know the fault lines and you know, tectonic plates. So I'd imagine, based on the drift, that's a good theory and scientific that seems to pan out. Now that would, though, I think there might be a little bit more in depth to the meaning behind all that than what we can just surmise. Though I don't, yeah. I'd have to tune into that more myself personally, and that's like a big thing. That's like like reading the history of a whole continent, or it's like a wide thing. So I'll look into it. But yeah, definitely, there's like old pan-continental civilizations being described like Atlantis, or the Lemuria, Mu, or the motherland, and inner Earth civilizations, time traveling civilizations, breakaway civilizations off planet. There seems to be a lot of evidence for multiple species being here, being adopted by Earth, having different back and forth rivalries or things back and forth. Like even in Mexico, the flag has the eagle and the serpent. So these eagle people, or the bird people, the hawk, the falcon, the ibis, are well depicted, and there's usually bird people all over every civilization. There's also the snake people, the Nagas. They exist so, like in India, Japan, and China. And there's a country called Nagaland. You can look up. That freaked me out. I didn't think that existed in Asia. And there's also in Celtic. There's there's reptilians being found in Mexico. I know. I like Quetzalcoatl. He's more of a dragon, but I also do know that they do venerate kind of like a lizardy kind of people with, that some were like into sacrifice and stuff. There is all these, and then the Buga triangle is here, and there's the Anunnaki type looking people, UFOs here, pyramids. It's crazy, man. Here's the astrolab for people. That is so beautiful, and it glows in UV light for people. And here's the original astrolab for people that, in comparison to this, it's somewhat similar. It's not exactly the same. And here's that, and that one's small. So this one's bigger. So here's that original astrolab people were talking about. But here's our astrolab, and it glows in UV light. It's crazy. Here's also the other end where it glowing with the eagle person and the Sumerian.
Holy shit, that's insane.
And yeah, these eagle people kind of are throughout Sumeria. They're also depicted in versions of God in Mexico. So they're just, they don't let it come out, the pictures that look very much similar to that. Here's another like crystal skull for people that we found, one of our master skulls that has eagle people, long skulls, type of cephalopod. This being is interesting. He's like got an eye on his head. We got some artifacts from him, and now a lot of theories on it. Like I've heard like all-seeing eye or Tiamat or whatever. I'm open, but I'm seeing this being somewhat high level wisdom and high dimensional, like a 13th dimensional being, though it got fucked up or something. Let me see. Actually, I think it had multiple versions of itself spread out like eyes, and some of those got captured, and some of them got captured by the Vatican. So the one in our artifacts got captured, and we had to restore those. But and then there's reptilians right over here. So they're the big eye guy is pointing out the reptilians. So he's either exposing them or something. And there again, he's holding a fork and a staff, and there's all these planets around. So there's reptoids, there's avians, there's all kinds of crazy stuff coming out of Mexico. But yeah, there's lots to disclose. So please do get it out to the masses. It's there's some crazy stuff being found. So I got that. I got also all these other artifacts that are being found, playlists. But I'll show some ones that I have here, and then I'll just go with the show because we can just do the show. But we can keep having me on or something if you want to go into like infinitely more artifacts. So here's like a ring found in Abuelos that has some different types of beings all like stacked on each other and faces throughout it. Now I asked the ones that wanted to work with people. This amplifies consciousness, and this is it can at least fit on me, but like Some don't fit. Some are giant rings I found. And it seems to have like a coordinates amplifier for psychic tracking and remote viewing.
Can I ask you a question? What's the energy like on all these items? Do you feel, is there a unique energy to every one of them?
Totally. Oh yeah, every one of them has different rare energy spirits in them. Things to do. There's like thousands of ways to activate them. I'm a psionic person, so I do psychometry. So I read the history of these objects. So like, yeah, everyone out there, you guys can trade with. These are the ones that have like a spirit in them that wanted to trade with your higher selves to support you in the things it's good at. Also, it's got a kind of a divinity spirit in it that earned it and is nice. Then there's something else. It's something to do with star locations and a mystery school that you can tap into knowledge and then go different places. So this will, if you guys want to connect to that, that will support you. You support it, all that. Here's another one that we just got. And if you're interested in like being an ET contactee, let us know because these these like you'll have dreams of ETs, you'll have visions. They'll come to you. They'll send you telepathy and all kinds. And also like feel free to try to like. If you can full screen me, it's a little bit easier for people to see this.
How do I do that? Let me take myself off.
Yeah. There's another way you can do it where I can still hear you, but like feel free to play around with that. I think it's like where you click on my window and then bring that up. But yeah, so feel free to translate what you guys think this means. It looks like there's an ET on one side with ETI, and then and it's set up to be a necklace. So there's like a little ET spirit guy coming out of one side of it. He may be holding some type of ship or something in his hand, or maybe a technology. Looks like it's got rays coming off it, where my finger is pointing. That maybe it's like a screen TV or something. That's like the best my guess. It's got all these like little track marks around the other side that has what looks like a skull. So maybe depicting death. I'll like tune in the energy for you guys. And here's the back side of it. This is not the energy it's emitting. It's got a rare type of, I think, a long skull spirit. Let's see. Yep. This conehead spirit looking guy, which we found multiple. It has a spirit of that in it, and the energy isn't really obvious. It's not a well-known ability. I think it has to do with like it's like a spatial vision, remote viewing kind of tech. So it seems to amplify you doing something depicting on this, like and here where you're like bringing in data to yourself. It's interesting. Now the symbols here are also interesting. So the orb seems to be emitting stuff. Yeah, it's weird. Feel free to translate what you think that means.
That is amazing. Okay. Yeah, every time you want to show something new, I'll take myself off. Was that everything, or is that like?
No, I got more. But go ahead and see if you can click on at the bottom, that little screen of mine, and if there's an option on it to bring that up, and I can still hear you and stuff. But if not, whatever.
I don't know how to do that. I'm trying to figure out how. Wait a second.
I've been able to do it on mine, but no problem.
Yes.
Well, if you like click on my screen, it should like bring me up as.
Oh wait.
No problem.
It's not. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. You can do what you were doing before if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bring my. Wait, are you back on?
I'm at the bottom.
Yeah, it says remove. I don't know why it's not adding you. Like this is weird. See, I'm able to still hear you, which is really weird. Like,
that's fine.
You know,
Yeah, you can do what you were doing before, or I think it's like one of the windows of mine. You can click for full screen on mine, whatever. But if you don't want to do, that's fine. You can do what you're doing before.
I'm going to click out.
Okay. Here's another one. I wanted to say hi. One. So this is kind of like an anomalous version of our coffins that I found in Tula a bunch. There's some interesting symbols for activation for people. Some of them are kind of Mayan, but a lot is a language that's not really well known. Okay, so I'll give that language to you. You might see those symbols around. Some people find those symbols floating around and saying hi too, as each one of those are alive in a collective consciousness, and they activate and do abilities and say things, and there's kind of like a sonic activating magic to them. Okay, and the back of it, so it has these kind of long skulls depicted, the type of staff, and you can kind of tell that they influenced the writing systems of Mesoamerica, some of what they got going on. And here's this guy again that has some crystals. I'm pretty sure some of the crystals here glow in UV light. One on the third eye, one it looks like the belly button, navel. So it's depicting powers that you can focus on there. And here's the other side and the little guy inside. There's some symbols there as well. Yeah, so with what this, I've read into the other coffins that are like a crystal being. These are like a protection. These have rare types of defense systems. Force field kind of abilities around them that protect this little statue inside, so that it builds in power. And when it's restored, and I'm going to awaken it, the spirit is in a coma right now. So we're going to awaken it. Feel free to help if you want, and you get rewards. And as that's protected, the being inside seems to have over hundreds of abilities and can visit and generate. And the ones in coffins can get powerful because they've visited people in our audience previously. There's that. And like my little staff spear that I have that will help me if we got little predators to take care of when restoring people's abundance. That's what I'm going to work on. There's a little ET with the human in the middle, kind of with the headdress, and a type of Canis being at the bottom with the staff. So, and of course, I got another type of Bugasphere crystal depiction that has a different type of chip going on in it, but it seems to have a similar theme of a crystalline programmed AI in it. So there's also this long skull spirit being with wings, but with a mermaid tail, which we've been finding more of those mermaid tail beings, and they have a pine cone at the end of their tail, usually, interestingly. And then there's, on this one is interesting because it has a Horus-like being. And it's also holding a pine cone in its hand. Let's see, I don't know what, let's see what that's holding in its hand. And the avian also has one of those magical bags that's very famous. And there's a bunch of third eyes all around. Yeah. Spheres, different Egyptian symbols. So this one seems, depict the concept of a different one. Yeah, so there's that. So I'm ready when you want to come back.
Dude, that's amazing, man. That's like next level stuff, honestly. You know, for real, it really is. It's like really next level. You know, like I love it. You know,
I'm
for
glad you
real.
like it. Yeah, we'll have more and more coming out. It's we're doing these big digs. So yeah, and here's like me on a dig in the background, but holding like a pot, like a type of dome enchanter thing. But then we just put a bunch of AI gold around it, so it's like for the abundance. So yeah, that's um, yeah, we can get into the abundance things. So who is up
Yeah,
first?
we actually have like let me see here. We have let me see Michelle, we have Ace, we have Colleen and Amy. So we have like four people, no, five. We have Shelly Davidson too. So I'll do Colleen and Shelly first because they donated before the show. Yeah, a couple people did. So we'll try to get all five of you so far, and then Trish, she gave a super chat. So Trish too. So we actually have like six, kind of. Yeah. So this is Colleen. I think you know Colleen. Yeah.
Yeah,
And let me see what she sent
being
here. She sent $33. That was a really nice donation, Colleen. And she said general reading, please. And yeah,
sure. Okay. General reading, it's like for herself or abundance.
I guess
For
abundance.
comment.
I'm not sure. Yeah, can you tell us,
Yeah, we'll do
Colleen,
abundance
general, you want to?
if it's
Yeah.
not super clear, but feel free to put in the comments if you want to change it to something else. Okay, I'll tune into her for like what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Is that? Yeah. How does that work?
She didn't answer yet. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just setting things up because something's not working on my end. Just fix that. Okay, there we go. Okay, what is this? Okay, so I tuned into some secret stuff before, so it's like brand new. Not many even people know this concept, so I'm gonna see if it applies to this. Okay, which thing? Nope. Okay. Ooh, okay. And how's that work? Okay, for birth. Ooh, okay. And is it that? Woo! Okay, big timeline change. Okay, it's going into kind of like a birth contract. Let's see how that is. Yes, for experience in abundance. Let me just describe it. Abundance spirit contract. At birth. Or also, what else? The words, I'm trying to use it. 90 plus. Opportunities. Okay. Abundance of money. Opportunities. Money. people. No, it's what? Okay, for what level? Planetary support. So we're going to see what is going on with her contract and read into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's a lot of incursion. -8. Yeah, all that is added on stuff. When is it added at birth? Okay, so it didn't have much. It's neutral. I'm just going to look at how this operates. 1, and it has to. This realm. No, it doesn't have to do with the spirit world or any other realm. Yes. Okay. Then is it the same one carried on from lifetime to lifetime? Yes. Okay, so you keep it, and it builds in layers over lifetimes. Okay. So then we're going to look into how to release negative things attached to it. And then amplify it for the better. Now, when it's with her coming to this planet, what was it operating in? Neutral. Okay, did she add anything positive to it? Yes. At a certain time, at a +5 and things. I'm going to look at that too. We'll have great data on how to make this thing better. So people know how this works too. When was it at its peak? Around Atlantis beginning, a little after the Atlantis started. Having to do with what? Interesting. 1, 2, 3. It looks like other continents that are what's the word you can use for them? It's like High Brazil and those words for things near the Celtic areas that have to do with the 12th hidden and on. So that seems to be at your peak in interaction with that. Okay. So there's a lot of abundance that you can reach for in that, though. Let's see what happened to it. If you remove all that, what will no? Is that canceled or? Okay, it doesn't survive into the lives. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we'll see why and what's going on. But right now, let me get it out of the negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a bulk is in 5. Let's see where those incursions come back to. I use my map to track this back. If you want, you can. I can put it on map screen. Let me do that too.
My light just went out. Okay, there we go. Adding now. Could be adding. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay. On the negative entanglement of 5 points is coming from an interaction having to do with the Anunnaki. Let's see when that got there. Is this recent or no? You had this negative for lives. It's going to before Egypt falls, going to Atlantis fall. Okay, before Atlantis fall, how much was it? It was neutral. Okay, a lot of it happened at Atlantis fall. It's going to Anunnaki, the type. Yeah, the main, Sumerian group. Okay, what are they doing? Oh, this is a big thing. So I think this is going to affect a lot of people if they know about this. By the way, oh boy. Okay, what number? It's going to Anu. Okay, is it there? Okay, it's something coming through them. So their lineage goes back Syrian Bs and Orion reptoids, as well as a hybridization of lots of species. They collected the DNA all around. So it goes back to Orion reptoids, and then goes back to Draco. So I want to see the motivation. So something's dominating us through Anu that's not Anu. So it goes back to the Draco. And that goes back to looks like a queen of some type in Alpha Draconis. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Third planet from whatever star. One of their major stars. Okay, and their motivation. Okay, how many things? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to look at how to unravel this for her. This is a big thing, so I hope you appreciate it because it takes a lot of energy. I didn't. This is not easy. Okay, this one is. Okay, it's got a power supply. Unraveling 3 different things I got to tune into. What's the power supply from? Stealing from. Oof. Okay, it is stealing from a lot. Our planets. How many? Everyone. All humans. A bunch of other species dominating the planet quite a bit. There's a big system with this, and it's dominating its solar system, multiple colonies. That's a lot of solar systems, like 48. Okay, and then there's a lot of beings it's stealing from, and how many methods? 1 billion different types of methods of gaining energy and stealing from myself. So I'm gonna unite with a whole bunch of beings to pull the threads from that. Then, oh boy. 1, 2, motivation and something else. Ability harvests. Okay. Just doing this system. I'm not doing everything having to do with this being or other things. I'm just doing abundant stuff. Okay. 1 million different types of abilities it's stealing, and trillions of different beings stolen from. Okay. Then motivation. Whew. Okay, lack is one of the motivations. Lack of power, currency, a life worth living, out of suffering. It's a lot into suffering. Okay. Then lack of love, uh, acceptance. That's a lot. And what else? Another lack. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. It's like true abundance. It's like if you were to see like if it's fake, stolen versus if there's a network of people supporting you and you're united with, and like most abundance is about people, to be honest, and it being like a circuitry that supports everyone involved. So there's lack of that. So then it's like restoring that. Okay, so then that's going to be authority, timeline surgery to this being, the things that are taking that away attached to it, cheating. Okay, how are they cheating? I'm looking at all this data because the more data you have on it, the more instant you can resolve it. It's like I've learned this with instant healing. Same thing. Other things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Where are they getting that? A bunch of colonies. They're stealing from divinity in human body avatars, cheating, abilities that shouldn't be used in the world. Okay. And I'm gonna take care of that. Okay, what else? Okay, it wants a way for the big predator initiating all this to make this manifest, a way for them to earn what they're after, that is their core motivation, without fucking up the universe in a quarantine room. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, that seems to go good. Okay, so I hope that helps. Well, okay. So anyway, that's getting rid of a whole swath of lack for her, and that's gonna bring it down to a -3 from -8. Um, yeah, so hope that's a lot of work though. Each one of those, that's going to be a big thing. So I'm going to help people with this each in this show. This is going to be a big thing, and I like training this ability. And each time we do a show, we're going to train a new ability to amplify people's abundance. But now we're working on the contracts, so it's going to be way less struggle for you to earn money in your life, coming at you as a weight lifts off your shoulders and heart. So let me know how you're feeling, and if you're hearing this in the audience and all that. So hope this helps you. And we can move on to the next person.
Okay. The next person we'll do is Shelly, Bronze Warrior. Where's she at here? I'm just looking for her. Shelly, she was on your Mexico trip. Here, I'll put it up. She says,
She's
I think,
awesome.
let me see what she wrote. She says, the trip to Mexico with Sean and Issa was very awakening when you were around all those artifacts. That's awesome. And let me see what she sent in her PayPal message. She said, Shelly from Mexico trip with love and abundance reading from Sean.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go into that for her and look at her contract. Thank you, Shelly. I love you. I'm glad you came. And I'm glad you're doing well. And and if they're interested in the Mexico trips coming up, they can again then message me at sonicleague@gmail.com, which will be here eventually. Then they can write trip inquiry, and then I'll add them to the list of when we set up the itinerary, which will be a very magical, activating time, and we're trying to do different pyramids each time. So it can turn on more of the grid, and there are more things coming. And we've been activating the pyramids since we've come back with more of the bigger things that we can do for them in an interesting strategy. And right now we're working on the one that you can earn life extension and immortality, the one that we went to last time with Shelly. So yeah, thank you guys. Okay, so looking at her contract. Seven, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. Oh, the cool thing is the things I'm working on in cores are affecting everyone. So her the negative aspect of her spirit contract for abundance and money and people planetary support was a -7, and before I just did that thing with the other person, so it went down 6, 5. It went down 2 points, so now it's a -5. So let's see with you, Rob. Let me look at that. It was -5 at the beginning of the show, and now it's a -4. So yeah, it's going at different amounts for different people. So we're gonna see if we can get to the cores of a lot of things for people. So
That's
hopefully
cool.
this all. So again, everyone's getting abundance today. We're looking at what affects everyone, but also if you're the one donating, I'm working on the biggest one you have, which will affect you more than everyone else.
Yeah, so far our biggest donation was from Colleen Curry. She donated $33, and Shelly donated 20, which was nice. That was nice of people. Yeah.
It's very sweet of them. Okay, and I think she donated again too. I don't know.
Colleen, it must have been a thank you. She did a super chat. Thank you, Colleen. That was really nice of you.
Okay, let's see what we got. So it's a -5 right now, and she had that before this life. Also, Atlantis Fall. Let's see. Yep, it seems to be a theme where Atlantis Fall seems to be adding a whole bunch of negative abundance, theft, and stuff to people's contracts of experience. So let's see what's the next big thing for her. 1, 2, and how much did Shelly donate, by the way?
$20.
Okay, thank you for 20. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, the biggest amount is -2s, so I'm going to bring hers down to a -3. Okay, so -2. What we got? Yeah, I'm going to track this back. It's going back to Anunnaki again still. Also Anu again. So, okay. So we seem to have a theme here. I'm going to imagine this is a large swath of people's lack is coming from that then goes to the Orion reptoids, that goes back to the Draco reptoids. Yeah, another one member. Is the core there. 1, 2. Also third planet. Not the same being. Okay, different one. It is another queen, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of queens, they like territory and they like titles. But they're going to be a different word in their language, of course. Okay, is there common thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this has 4 aspects. Okay, let's break that down. Power supply. The same amount of territory stealing from. Wow, there's so many beings, a million billion. Also, same amount. Okay, I'm gonna write that down for later. It's about a billion methods of theft, of taking energy, getting it. Seems to be a very common theme, and we're going to get into this in rapid pace, and this is going to affect a lot of people and bring back more abundance to this planet. Interesting. Now, then there's also ability harvest. Billion types from trillion beings. Same thing as the other. Uh, Same thing as the other. And then something else. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, new thing. Ooh, really? Okay, how far? Wow. To the source of all? Oh, yeah. It's only one, though. It's hacking into a particular being, the soul of a being. This seems to be high technological. It's hacking into the soul of the being, hacking into the source of the souls, and then the source of all, and trying to tap into that divinity. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Okay, 12. Tap soul to source of all. And how do we? Yeah, there's cheating with that. There's a lot of cheating there utilizing to keep this bonus thing going. Okay, and there's a lot of avatars being stolen from. Okay. Then the motivation, the same. Any of that the same? Yes. And then there's bits in black that comes from rejected by source. So we'll have to do timeline surgery to that being back in time so they don't feel that way. Okay. Predator attached. Yeah. And what else? Okay, cool. That one's collapsing. Nice. Ooh, and I'll tune to a little other thing I'm gonna go into with her abundance. Let's see anything else going at her. Yes, that does affect those things. Nice. Ability. Okay. 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 She earned an ability from the Mexico trip, by the way. Wants her to tap into that. What's that one? She earned it from. Ah. It's that one that had the spiritual bank in it, that had that Stargate that we went to that everyone was singing in. It was the other temple next to it. Well, actually, I'm just making sure. No, wait, I might be confusing them. Sorry. It, yeah, it was. Yes, it's a different one than that one with the big chair, the giant chair. It's the one that had the spirit bank, abundance. It had love there. Yeah, it was one of the love places of power. That God, I'm trying to remember what I could indicate to you. It had a tree with apples. It had this part of the temple that had a bunch of heads on it, in stone. I don't know what else to tell you. Just to remind you, that one is the one you got it from. You got it from, yeah, the bank that gave out loans. And what did they gave you an ability? Okay, what's this ability? Ooh, divine body. Oh, okay. It's having to do with love too, and it's like a connector to people. What's this do? Yes, it does that, that true abundance system thing, where it connects with people and it has a flow of support energetically, building and maintaining and growing. I'd recommend. What do you do for this? Yeah. So you can amplify your love body by holding the front and back of the heart, and cultivating love, faith, gratitude, overtaking any heavinesses on the heart, with like you're hugging it energetically and collapsing it down as fuel. And there will be things that represent heavinesses from other people and the hearts of others. And your goal is to make a circuit with them, of everyone you met in your life, especially your family, friends, loved ones, past lives, especially in that order, with the loved ones at the tops and family, and then going outward. Your DNA lineage, your soul family, and then you do that with more territory, the people in the environment, and then unite with more and more of existence. And there's like a circuit flow of endless abundance as you. It just mostly needs love overwhelm, and you can read and monitor the amount of people you're connected to, and as long as it's unconditional love and there's no parasitic, love with strings attached, negative connection, it will keep flowing and get better and better, and more people. So I recommend that one. So I hope that helps. And then with that, this amplifies how much abundance energetically, emotionally, spiritually, soul, and then it flows down to physical, interactions with those people, and how much is brought into your life, as like you became a mirror reflecting how much abundance and energy you have, that then circulates with the rest of the world to bring it in. Okay.
Okay. The next one is Michelle. Let me see here. She's in the chat. She's in the chat. Black Feather one. Yeah. And she donated 15.
15. Okay.
So I'll get the next one.
Okay. For her, I'm gonna start doing one. Yeah, you can just.
She said abundance reading, if that's okay. Yeah.
Sure. I'm doing that. I'm gonna make this abundance thing flow faster and faster as I'm mastering each ability, and then we'll go one after another. One, two, three. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hers at the beginning of the show was a -5. Now it's a -3 in the her spirit contract. And there's another 1, 2, 3. A lot of it's coming from the same sources, a bunch of those reptoids. So I'm going to start initiating a thing that starts to resolve a bunch of that. And you guys can help expose that to me, and we'll team up all together to take down those Draco that are fucking with people. And with the meantime, I'm doing more and more work. I just like to master things. So don't feel like I'm not doing work or whatever. If it's a lot of work for me, but so I'm be doing that in the background. But we got the general gist of what we got going on with the Draco thing, and we're gonna keep bringing that one down. And then I'm gonna see what I need to do to get it to a positive. And then hopefully a bunch of people in the audience will have it brought down to like no negatives. But I don't know. We'll see what's going on. But you can unite with me, and we'll get an abundance of abundance from this. We're gonna see what we can do with it. But I'm doing a lot of work. I just like doing charity for people. So hope you guys appreciate it. Let's see what I gotta do for this to get it to a positive. She also had a +5 at a point in time, and let's see where that is. That one was much earlier in Earth's timeline. She had it towards the beginning of Lemuria type of points. Okay, and at its peak, and kind of waned, went down a little, then also 5, 4, 3, 2, another point at Lemurian Fall before. Okay, so at Atlantis Falls when it went to 0, and then also the negatives. Okay, so we'll see what I gotta do to get it back up. Anything that transcends to this moment, all of it, you can restore it. Interesting, nice. Okay, restoring. How do we do this? Wants to restore one thing, which goes back to she had it there. Is it the same one? Yes. That whole time period, but would she get it? Okay, in that Lemurian time, but then also was there towards the end of Atlantis. So, can I do to figure out what this is and how it works? Okay, I'm going to track it back and see if I can get data on this. She earned it. Lemurian. Any more data on this? What authority? Okay. Okay. So you got it from the continent. Ooh. Okay, here's some cool things. We're getting data. So abundance from the continent. Hey, you're on. And now let's see. Are you able to get abundance from that continent, or do you have to do it with the one you're on? Stored. Okay, this. So what do you mean? With Earth. Okay, you can. So it's from Earth through the continent. And let's see. I don't know if she can put in the chat. Where do you exist? What country or state are you in? And then we'll
I think she's in Miami. She lives in New York City, but she goes between New York City and Miami. I think she's in Miami now.
Oh, nice. Okay. New York might be a little tough, but Florida, yeah, likely. Now let's see. What does it want you to do it with?
I'll add them now.
Okay, cool. Yep, it wants you to do it where you live. Not too difficult. Okay. How big? Okay, all of North America, it looks like, is your abundance partner. It looks like. So this will be an interesting teaching for people. How do you do this? Okay. Oh. Okay, so is that how you were doing it before? Okay, that contract is gone. So you had a contract with the continent you were on previously, and I'm going to look at how it operated, but it gave you abundance. No, yeah. Is it in a state of being with North America? You can use it. Yes, that's good. Okay. So people they revoke them? No. What level? Destroyed. Oh yeah. Is it? How about the people that where the continents are still there? Are they still there? Yes. Okay, it's because the continent's gone. And for people that don't know what that means, you can look at the soft disclosure and lost. There's technology they put on islands to teleport them back and forth in time. And there's some weird thing that's going on where it's some of the islands are out of phase. Okay. So you got to do a contract. What's the contract? 1, 2, 1. Okay, for exchange. For what specifically? How's it worded and translated into English? Okay. It's a simple trade contract, it looks like. There's some other aspects. I'll look at what that is. For here's how it's worded. Reality progression, moment to moment support that makes life better, easier, more, yeah, it's opportunity. Supportive people to come in and a setup is setting more and more systems up, energetic and physical, to thrive. What else? Ah, okay, what way? The mind. The translation is like granted and blessed, I guess, is a good translations. Provided for is kind of a translation that's close. Uh, Thoughts, direction, knowing, understanding kind of is the concept. Wisdom. What else is this? Plan. Divine. Okay. Earthly, higher level awareness plan coming in. Okay. So that's the stuff that you're having the continent and Earth do. It's not like 90% the continent and Earth working through it as like a technology that you're on. That's what was set up back in time. It cannot be done for North America. Yes. Okay. Now, what was being given back then? Is something you're good at. So, I'd say this is you'd apply this for each individual that wants to make this for something you're good at. And it might not be super obvious what spiritually you're good at, but this was what you're good at spiritually, which is the same as it is now. The top thing you're best at. It points to, what is that? Is it really that? One of these things that you've cultivated as an ability and got really good at from lifetime to lifetime. It's been multiple things that you're good at and you've cultivated. It's just this one's one of the top ones, and it's something they want a lot. Let's see, would they want this in North America? I'm making this arrangement between you so you can set up if you want to do this or not, and you can put in fine print if you want to revoke it at any time or whatever. But this seems to be nice, full disclosure contract trade. I'm just setting it up for that. I'm just making sure. Okay. that's nice. It's a good ability. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Anything else? And yours is really good with this. Are they willing to? And that's for what? Oh. So you're doing that for everything on the continent through them that the continent wanted you to do in strategic order. Based on you're like hired by the continent to do this. So it seems one of the big talents you have is to repair sources, source streams, source bodies, pretty much anything to do with a source. Yeah, that's very useful. I'd recommend becoming friends with sources and talking to them telepathically. I'll connect you with telepathy and that, so you can do that, because there's a lot of wounded sources out there and they need to repair, so you'd be good at that. So I'd reach out to me in either consultation or something, and or message me whatever on my sonicleague@gmail.com. We'll get you set up so you're healing sources all around the multiverse, and then you'll get all these rewards and exchanges for that. But yeah, that's yours. Other people out there also, if you want to find some of your biggest, big skills and abilities that you're great at, your big purposes and all that, I'll read into yours, and then you can go out there and trade with the multiple beings and so these cool things. This, that's what is it? Yep. So you'd be hired by the continent to heal its source and things that it's united with in their source, in like one after another at an equal exchange for the abundance granted throughout life. Then by the continent. Then anything else? Yeah, it's the rest of the contract is if any party wants to revoke this or there's any incursion, this can be made null and void, and all that kind of like pull out method to the spiritual contract, which I like to do, but that was part of it too. So there's all this establishment. So I'd recommend initiating that. You can like snap your fingers and make some type of signature if you want to initiate. That's a contract that you want to set up with the continent, and then you'll have a plus stream of abundance coming in, and we can go into reading what the other types of abundance contracts people have made and see what's going on and how that works, and figure out how all this whole system works, because nobody's reading into this, so this is brand new stuff. Okay, so hope that helps. Looking forward to see what happens. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay.
Next person.
Okay. Let me see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. If we can't get to everybody, we can. Just let me know when like we can. I can always.
How many are there left?
We have 4 more.
Okay.
Do you want? What do you want? Do you want to stop now, or it's up to you? Like, do you want to? Because I can always have you next week, and I can like write these names down, and I mean, if you're not up, it's up to you. Whatever you.
No, we can do it. We can go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Let's do it. All right. Let's do Ace. She donated last time, and her last show, and she didn't get a reading, so I'll do her first, and then where's she at here? Ace. I think this is a woman. Here she is. Oh, she was saying, what's the cheating thing? How do we cheat abundant? Or I just put up random comments so you can kind of tap into their energy. But
Sure.
I think this is a woman.
So, do you know how much she donated last time?
$10.
The cheating thing, I don't recommend engaging that. That's the evil is what they're doing. How that is, it's annoying. It's like a sonic thing that I tune into with my clients that is operating on them, especially if they're dealing with intense pain, attack, and overwhelm, and things trying to kill them or something. Where something has tapped into abilities and energy having to do with gods, divinity, source, earth, other planets, celestial beings, things like that. For things that aren't necessarily supposed to be used in this realm, abilities, and they're being used by the dark to upend the game and make it unfair. And with that, I help people overcome it with anti-cheating systems, anti-cheating collective, and them earning immune system to it in their body, and then track back where it's coming from. So that helps. I'm going to assume you want an abundance reading, unless you're an audience or whatever. Yes, woman. Oh, thank you, Rob and Sean. I'm open to any healing. You want healing? Okay. Or abundance? Let me know. I'll go into healing since you said that. I'm going to send you a bunch of things on healing. Feel free to also tell me what you're dealing with. I'm going to send you healing right now, though. I'm going to remove attachment cords and going into things that I see on your heart, your emotional body. Things going into motivations. Zendelaya torum sune higororum bai shiu kurorusu eya leomiu urorori sukure sheremehe orosoroi o anam eha doronei Kurorisuke Shorororihamia Iroboro Igororai Igoro no mi Torai Kurashine Varioku Tasue Heora Nehamiku Zakira Shida Fundayo Ereya Sue Nehi Omayo Hayura Iralura Shio Oraku Yeukura Suraya Bene Egorota Mikadushu no Surekirota. Okay. There's going to be a healing throughout the show that's going to keep getting nicer and nicer. Your heart's going to shine brighter and brighter. It's going to get lighter and lighter. It's going to feel good. All these positive emotions are going to turn on. More of your psychic ability is going to turn on. You're going to feel like a whole other person. There's going to be weight released off your shoulder, more peace, free from these burdens that have been weighing you down, and they're coming dissolving, and it's getting nicer and nicer. Okay. And feel free to comment on how you're feeling and everything, and let me know. Get to see if you wrote anything. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna be going out to her. Okay, who's next? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Rob, you're muted.
Person is Amy, and
Okay, you're
wait.
back.
Is it muting? Yeah, the
You
next
were.
person is Amy Rizzo. I felt bad. She thought I overlooked her, but I wasn't overlooking her. She donated last show and she donated this show. So thank you, Amy. And we got you.
All right. So, how much did she donate this in the last show? And thank you, Amy.
10 and 10. 10 and 10.
10. Okay, we're going to 20. Does she say what she wanted? She want to go in abundance or something else?
Let me see. I'll see.
Abundance.
Okay, here we go. She said she didn't leave a message. She didn't leave any message. I'm guessing abundance or something.
Okay, yeah, we'll just go on that. And how's it doing? Oh, much better! Yay! The weights off people's shoulders are releasing more and more with this Draco bullshit. Okay, so let's see what it's wanting to go into for contract. 2. Oh, and I got a new thing coming up too, unlocked. I'm just gonna read into a few more of what these contracts were for people before, so that we get a greater understanding of that in total. Okay. Hers was a -7 at the beginning of the show. Now it's like dipping at the lows. It's getting into the zeros. Okay, so congratulations, everyone out there. I hope you appreciate the big fucking crazy shit that we're doing energetically that's affecting the galaxy. Okay, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She had a lot. She had like a +7 at one point. 1, 2, 3, 6. She had it even up to in the midpoint of Atlantis at so she had it high in Atlantis, and then even to near the midpoint of Atlantis is her high points. Now, 0 continent contract. I'll read into what other contracts there are for people, and I recommend people write the ones that I list because my God, they're cool. And then maybe you can even make your own with spiritual contract understanding and contract law. I recommend learning. Is this a regular contract? No. Okay. It's a different thing she's got going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 5 positive points is one thing. Ooh. The fuck? We're going to tune into this one. What's going on here? Let me just track this back. Yeah, how did she get this? Three, two, one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I've been to Sri Lanka. I love Sri Lanka. It says you earned it from Sri Lanka.
I'm gonna add the map. Sorry, I didn't see the map. I'm sorry. I'm gonna add it right now.
Yes, no problem. I got it up. It says she earned it from Sri Lanka. I loved it. Sri Lanka was one of my favorite places I've been. Oh, I miss it. Just going through a lot of stuff, of course, but yeah. It felt like really magical there. And there's a Stargate I got to visit, and tree house hotel that was so amazing. Okay, so 5 or 3 is anywhere I'm aware of with this. Or is it not that simple? It doesn't seem that it's not a easy, well-known place. It looks like. 4, 3, 2. Okay. Megaliths. Maybe I can type this in. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Okay. I don't know what they're naming these things over here. Maybe rock. Let's see. Yeah, I've been there. That was the Lion's Rock. That was awesome. But nope, it's pointing somewhere else. I don't know what it would point to. It's somewhere. Oh my god, this is a big place. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to point to this. Somewhere around this national park, though. 3, 2, 1. Maybe this river. I mean, this lake. It's a little different. I don't know. I'd have to look and figure out what the hell they're naming these things. But somewhere around here, there's something that she got. I'm gonna look into what the hell that is. It's gonna be a bit of what? But I'll give you guys a little nice, beautiful view of the teardrop, the beautiful teardrop of Sri Lanka. Okay, it does have to do with divinity. What? Okay. Am I allowed to talk about this? Oh, probably not. Okay. Is it well known? No. Feminine. Okay, is this 1, 2? And what did they do? Nice. Okay. And what'd they do? Okay, I'm just reading how this works. You went around. Is it all? You went around healing a lot of people in an incarnational avatar that earned a level of divinity. Healing the sick, the poor, people with different illnesses. And then you ended up becoming like a holy woman with 1. And you like the people you healed united with you, and they supported your abundance, and then you ended up making like this God, what is it, monastery, hospital, little, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like a village, but the architecture is like buildings together in unity with the other people, and then them all working together, and then making like their own little community. And then with all that, you gained a fuck ton of abundance. Okay, let me see how that works. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Okay. Nope. This is something you can have bleed over to anything. Okay, what's that thing then? That's all right. And is that challenged? Okay. The thing you want to have done, I believe, is this level of healing ability that you have flow back to you this lifetime, and you do the same thing. I'd recommend. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want, but that was a powerful and beautiful and abundant in many ways life. It seems that people around you just loved you, and you made like a big thing. Now, America is a little hard to do that in. Not as easy, but I guess it depends on where you do it, and you finding the people that are in need and helping them, and then making something out of that, and then them all grouping to support you in some way. Especially if you do it all locally. That's a big thing. Like that's why I can't really do. I might be able to do it myself if I find the right location. But I'm in Mexico, so it's a little hard. But I don't know. You can think of that. But I'd recommend tapping into this healing ability you had. Now, with that, what is the healing ability? Okay, divine self, heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3. Okay, how did you do this? 6, 5. Okay, deeper than the divinity body of that you've earned previously, deeper than the love body. Three, two. It's like a state of consciousness, and then it has to do with what? The divine perfection, realized state of being, and emanating that outward and affecting everything else. Then going deeper than that is it's tapping in. It's kind of like I'd recommend listening to a bunch of Buddha stuff and understanding the deeper meaning behind the inner Buddha version of you that's everything and has divine perfection. What other words to describe this? Golden Buddha body, the state of it already being so. Miracles come out of it. 6, 7, and an intense focus into this source kind of connection that's of the all, the divine perfection. Yeah, there's a lot of wording to that, but like it's in your heart and like going deep in meditation and cultivating it, and then helping yourself and helping other people in practice, and then practicing more and more and making it better and better. Anything else? Okay. Yes. Okay, what happened? Okay, the dark system wants to cut that off from you. They are okay. They're not able to stop it. Okay, what did they put around it? Opposite force. Seal? Okay. And how the hell do they get that energy? Okay, they put a seal around it inside you, so they try to seal it away. It's in your heart, and it's sealed in a little ball that's made of like the opposite anti-energy for the thing that I just described. So you're going to have to face that anti-energy and bring it to peace with you and like you. I'll like love overwhelm it. And unite with that, remake that type of energy, and then most of it's unsealing ability. So I know how to do that. So you can come to me if you want to help learn how to unseal that power inside you. But it has to do with the authorities that sealed it and resolving that. But if you can't do that, feel free to reach out to me, and then I can help you with that in a session. A consultation. So hit me up. Powerful healing ability. Holy shit. But and then see what you can do with that, and then build a community of go out and do some charity work where you help people, and finding, I don't know what the fuck's out there, hospitals, depending on the people, the nurses, how nice they are. And I mean, you're kind of going to be taking money away from them, but if they're not just greedy fucks, then they'll not care, and they want the people to be better. But we kind of live in a society that's full of evil fucks, so you can do a strategy with it. If it was another country, then you could probably just go to like places that people need healing, and then that are nearby you, and then you get a following and word of mouth, and then people bring people to you, and then you then just keep making this bigger plan of a community. You could get land, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that seems to be a strategy used. I'll just let you know. Okay, next person.
Okay, the next person we have is Kim Bamford, and she's let me see here. Kim is in here somewhere. But that's her name. If you want to kind of go and she was somewhere in the chat. I was looking for her the whole time. Kim, if you're in the chat, put a comment. She should still be here. I know she is. Yeah. Let me see here. Maybe she left. I don't know. I mean, I know she definitely donated. She donated $10 on Buy Me a Coffee. So, like,
Okay.
but it was kind of beginning. So,
What's her name?
Hopefully someone could get a hold of her and see if she. If anybody has contact.
What's her name? And maybe I can tune into her ultra.
We're doing this for Kim Bamford. Her name is. I'll take this comment off the screen. I have to put another one up to take this one off. But I'll find her. She's in here. Yeah, her name. It's Bamford. Kim Bamford.
Okay. Tune into her.
There she is. I got her. Okay, here we go.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are restoring their abundance. That's nice. What did you have? 6 at one point with Mid-Atlantis. Interesting stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You got a positive 3 all together. See what that is. What are you doing? Ooh. You had an ancient Greece thing going on. All right. Okay, what did you do? 3, 2, 1. Uh-huh. Really? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Athens. Okay. Oh man, so much ancient history. Love it. What did you do? 2, positive 3. Not a normal contract either. Yep. Wow. Okay. So that last one was you achieving a state of consciousness that then automatically made a contract and built off it that made this all this fun. So what's this one? One, two, 1, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. 189 plus. Okay, this one goes into Oracle, Fortune, Teller, and Avoider. Avoidance. Okay, so let's see how that works. The future is not easy to tell, so that's beautiful that you had that. I would range 1, 2, 5, 6. It was pretty good. 1, 2, your types. Hard eye, emotions, clear knowingness, visions, and streams of data coming into your mind is the method you had. And it is sourced from yourself. Earned. How'd you earn it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just looking how that worked. And 1, 2, 5. Nope. It didn't survive through other lives. It was contracted for this life, and looks like the wisdom collective consciousness of Athena was involved in granting you abilities. Yeah, okay. And then taught anything? No. Her coming to you, liking you. Let's see. She likes you a lot. Still likes you. You're in a collective consciousness and her soul family. There's a lot going on. That and okay, how does the contract form? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 plus. What are you doing for it? What is this? Yes. Nope. What is this ability? We got one thing. Okay. Oh, are you using the ability for her? Yes. Okay, so the stipulations of the contract seem to be you using the ability in alignment with your will. Let's see what that is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it mostly what she wanted was it to help influence the governing bodies and systems of authority, people of authority, and people of renown. I think important movers and shakers for the history of Athens to make them do well. And in alignment with her. the visions. She's oriented in this granting. How much is that? Literally, she's helping grant the visions and the information to you. So you could also either do a similar relationship with her again, or you could set up something that works the same operating system as she had, that you technically have the blueprint for inside you, though not many people can translate that. So if you want, you can contact me and we'll do a consultation and I can set up the blueprint for that ability for you so that you can source it yourself and make it yourself. Or I can set up the system, or both. The thing where your relationship with Tina is restored. She is not doing too well. So we can also restore her if you want. And then she'll probably contact you quite a bit. And then your abilities will grow heavily, especially since you had to deal with the influence of that. I have a lot on my plate, so I don't always have the time to just restore gods whenever. But I can tune into that for you, and then you can be part of that. And then she'll be very grateful to you involved. So she'll probably just grant you the ability or something. I don't know, depending on what happens. But either or both, I can help you restore that ability. It will be fun to figure out how you gained future fortune, great fortune telling abilities to that level, and how that system worked. That will be fun. And you seem to have made quite the influence and ability to rise through the ranks and into great power and wealth for yourself with that ability. So I recommend that you touch upon that ability. It will strengthen things for you. I will probably practice that too in future abundance shows. Fortune telling is interesting. I just don't have tons of people to practice that with. So if you guys want to practice it, I'll love to practice that ability with you guys. Okay, next one.
This is the last one. This is Trish. And you know Trish. She's a good friend of the show, and I know she's a good friend of yours. She says she didn't pay much, so she doesn't expect a lot. But I told her, I said, I mean, you'll get a reading for sure. I think she donated like $7. But Trish, she's donated a lot in the past before. She's a really nice person,
Yeah.
I know she's a really big fan of yours,
Absolutely. Okay, I'll tune in there. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She had a lot of abundance blocks at her in the beginning of the show. She had like a -10. Now it's going down. So congratulations on this show. Really helping you. And really recommend sharing this show with others, because we're going to amplify this collective to restore people's spirit contracts for abundance, and then make it so there's less heaviness on their weights on their shoulders. So this makes everyone stronger in the collective and restore the planet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She did also have a powerful amount of abundance in the past, though, too. That's probably why she's so limited now. Okay, she had a positive 7 at one point, and that goes back to at its peak near the beginning of Lemuria, and then went down slowly, but there was some things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big one is altogether is a 5, a +5. So let's see what that is. Went back to Lemuria. point in having the map with that. No. No. Not a regular one. Okay, how does this work? Mm-hmm. This is a strange one. How's that work? Uh-huh. Okay, she touched upon divinity in some way, and it's kind of like a reality ability of some type. Yeah. How's that make? Hands of reality. Is it just hands, or is it? Yes. Touch. Influence. Okay. Hands of reality influence. Interesting one. Interesting ability. Oh yeah, and the previous one with the Oracle ability, your it's just restoring that connection. I don't. There's not much blocking it. I'm looking at what's blocking the hands of reality now. Let's see how this works. Okay, it went away. It went away with the fall of Lemuria. So, how did you earn this, and what happened? Yeah, but the wounding is with you. Okay, one. No. And this interacts with how? Okay, it was stolen from you in a wounding event, and then I'm not allowed to read that. No. What can I read about it? Nothing. Wow, really? It's camouflaged. Great. It says they're saying it's not for the eyes of mortals to understand how this ability is earned. Great. So if anyone wants to know that, you have to seek me privately. Great, thanks okay, anything else? Yeah, it's okay. This section is okay. Is there any chance of her getting this back? It's just a difficulty level. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay. So part of the difficulty is getting it back from what stole it. Another part of the difficulty is being worthy of it, which is like a bit of a to-do list in a mystery school. Internally in your heart, uh, yes, okay. It has to do with your source, and gaining and tapping into that. And ascending to that level. Okay. And what's the other part? Earning authority. It's like a management position too for the reality. So it's like earning that authority. So you can I put all this down in notes in your journals for later or to add to daily or something. And just keep this in your awareness that you've done this before and you can reattain this. Yeah. You can retain it by itself, but it's easier if you get the ability back that's stolen because you already did a lot of work for that. Half of what you've earned previously counts now. You do gotta refresh, show to that collective that you're worthy again. Though it's just not gonna take as much work as long as you get the ability back that's stolen. Oh, there's a lot of energy with this. Powerful though. Probably the biggest difficulty will be getting the part back from the predator. It's a lot of vision questing in meditation, going through the earning, proving yourself thing, which I can run you through in a session and stuff. So let me know. Look forward to hearing from you about that. But yeah, that's powerful. You have that divinity. It's gonna bring some tears to my eyes. But yeah, you got a high level of abundance with that and unity with the reality. So even if you don't get that ability back, there's like a bunch of other points for abilities that you can earn through ascending. That's essentially the same concept of you uniting with the whole reality and becoming one with it, becoming a manager, ascending, and earning things in your divinity path. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of abilities that are similar to it that you can earn as well this life. Up to that whenever you want to do that, and let me know when you feel like doing it. Okay, anyone else before once we're done?
Hey man, this was I can't believe we went 2 hours. Like I'm just this was amazing, man. Like, is there anything you want to or is it, do you want to promote anything and
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, and if you want to take that the B down, and I'll that's my website, snackly.com. But my stuff is also right here, snackleague.com, snackleague Gmail if you want to reach me. Snackleague.com services, I recommend the consultation. You can ask whatever you want. We can go into any abilities you want to unlock. Deep possessions from a distance, clearing, healing, unlock your dormant abilities, feeling good, releasing the blocks off you, abundance, amplifying your abundance, looking into the abilities for it, a life plan, get you going, motivated, will, strong, Feeling good, love body, attracting your soul family, your love, which I'm going to do a show eventually, attracting your soul family coming up. And yeah, I'm on. There's also on the membership site, there's a bunch of different abilities, products for people like purification, healing, resolving emotional trauma, empathic coping mechanisms, how to do what I'm doing in an oracle sense, etc. And you can reach me at sonicleague@gmail.com right here. And trip inquiry if you're interested in going on an adventure of a lifetime, Indiana Jones style, alien artifacts, discovery, change history, bring things out, um, ET contact, going into tapping into pyramids and awakening them, making the timeline better, bringing support to the everyone on the planet, evolving consciousness, evolving yourself, unlocking superpowers. I'll be going to conferences like Alien Event in Las Vegas, so look out for that one coming up, I think, in March, and Rion's conference, Rise of the Guardian, so look out for those. And if you're interested in having me come to conferences and speak, reach out to me at sonicleague@gmail.com, or interviews if you want to do shows or trades. I love doing trades, like for instance, if people want to make shorts for me in my videos, get it out there, I'll do unlock abilities and sessions and stuff for you. Whatever we can figure out what we can trade and support each other. Yeah, you help me with my work, help me get the alien disclosure going with these alien artifacts, because there's a lot of suppression and things trying to stop it from coming out. So help me do those. I would appreciate it. And I think I got all these social media. So on YouTube, subscribe to Sonic League. Sean Bond on Facebook, Instagram, Sonic League, X, Sean Bond Sonic, and a bunch of other places. So feel free to subscribe to those for more content. And yeah, how do people reach you and get a hold of you and support you?
Yeah, Typical Skeptic Podcast everywhere, guys. 2.0 on YouTube, on Rumble, Typical Skeptic Podcast. I'm on all audio platforms. I was, on Odyssey. And yeah, thanks, Sean. This was awesome. And you know what? I think I'm going to make some shorts of this for, because it'll help both of us. You know what I mean? Like I'll put out some shorts in the next few days, like of the, I want to put it out of like the ET artifacts and the Bugasphere. You know what I mean? That'll be cool. That'll get you more attention, and obviously it'll get my channel more attention. Yeah, like because I want people to see that. Like I think it's like it's really like amazing shit. Amazing stuff what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's like it's beyond amazing. More people need to see this stuff. It's like it's fascinating.
I appreciate that so much. Yeah, with your support, I'll love that, and that'll help get disclosure out. That'll get your name out there more too. So yeah, feel free to break it out with how much reach you can get. And yeah, we'll probably be able to get you your own alien artifact at some point, especially with your support.
So, yeah, that'd be cool, man. Yeah. Well, thanks, man. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. It's a long night for me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a good night, everyone. Take care. Good night. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, guys.